Hello and welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining me here once again at the Gnostic Takeover. I'm really grateful to have you on here once again. And I just thought I'll take the time today to do a little bit of introspection and reflect on everything that just happened. As you know, I did a live stream on Monday, the 27th of March, for the Trinity anniversary, the 3-year anniversary since this channel was launched. And I launched the Gnostic Takeover University, the new project that I'm embarking on. And there's still many things up in the air. Okay, I know everyone still has lots of gaps to fill on the specifics of what's going on there. That's why I say give me time. So today I'm gonna break some new information also on that, and I'm really excited about the project, and it's great to have you tune in. We've gone through an incredible time here on this channel, because it's just been a really up and down ride. And when it comes to the viewer counts, for example, they've just been going down ever since Errol has left the fold for some reason. Lots of people unsubscribing, not watching the videos anymore, and you know how difficult it is to then still keep going. It's been really difficult. I've questioned myself, like, what am I doing wrong? What is it about me? And that's why I'm putting lots of work in to the channel right now, because whenever things don't function the way you want them to function, just dig a little bit deeper and reflect. Take time to learn new things, and that's also the reason why I'm delving into marketing right now, which is very interesting actually, as well as set up new social media platforms. I did a short video yesterday that I uploaded on BitChute. You can also view it on the Telegram channel where I posted it also, and I talked about the reason why the Gnostic Takeover is on YouTube. And I talked about I've not heard it mentioned anywhere up to this point by anyone else that there is a hidden agenda going on of taking away everyone who speaks truth, who is for freedom, and take them away from the platforms like YouTube and other platforms, and have them on alternative platforms like Odyssey, like Library, BitChute, you name it, Rumble. And I talked about there that this, when you think this further, this actually creates parallel societies. And I don't want to go too deep into this discussion now, because I've just delved in here, and I just wanted to mention that we are here on YouTube to take back YouTube, because in actual fact, although I myself expose these big tech companies and their involvement with digital totalitarianism, digital fascism, and the implementation of 5G technology and the smart grid all across the world, which is wreaking havoc on the natural world through these artificially generated pulse modulated electromagnetic radiation, the microwave radiation. I talk all about this, and I've covered it in great detail in my talks before. However, they have the best technology. They have the best algorithms for people to find you. And when you stay on these platforms, I tell you, you can make all the difference there. So there's a different way of thinking with me there, and it's always good to have a different opinion. So if people are not my opinion, absolutely fine, no problem. But what I wanted to say in that regard is that the Gnostic Takeover is now on Twitter. Okay, so everyone who's watching this video here and who is on Twitter, you can check out the Gnostic Takeover on Twitter now. And I'll be tweeting there once in a while. And I'm learning about it because I have to take full responsibility that the Gnostic Takeover grows. So in that sense, thank you for joining me here on the video today, and for everyone who hasn't got the time to watch a 2-hour live stream and really go into depth, I thought I'll try and make this video and make it as neat and tidy as possible, put it to the point of what it is, what's going on right now, as well as have new information on the launch of the Gnostic Takeover University. And by the way, I will take the time to launch the Gnostic Takeover University. I don't yet know when the first content will be produced. I'll try to make that possible as soon as possible. There's a lot of content that I'll be sharing here on the public platform, but I will take 1 month until the end of April to do the marketing on the Gnostic Takeover University and to get it out there so people know that it exists, and I will give everything in that regard that I have a successful campaign, because this is big. This is really big. This is big for me. This is big for Earth. This is big for all of life. And thank you for tuning in here once again. Okay, this doesn't mean that there won't be any content at the Gnostic Takeover University till the end of April. However, I'm still unsure as of the point now, but I will let everyone know obviously here on the YouTube channel. So let me head right in. I've got a few slides again, okay, so we can take a look at what's going on. I always want to remind everyone that the Gnostic Takeover here is here to take back the wonder, not only take back the earth, but take back magic. We talk about natural law, we talk about the natural order, and it is a fact that all of life is based on magic, and it's a fact that we have just forgotten it. So welcome to Wonderland. This is what it's about here, and it's a wonderful journey of discovery, and the truth discovery process has everything to do with magic. It's magical. It keeps changing. It's you think you've figured it out, and suddenly something new pops up, and it's like, ooh, I've not thought about that. That's deep. Let me find out more. And I love people like you who are listening, who also want to find out the truth, dig deeper, and really know what's going on here on our beloved Earth, and to make all the difference to usher in a new paradigm reality without all the chaos, the suffering, and the psychopathic class keeping us hostage in their control system. Okay, this is where we are transcending out of. That's what we are leaving behind. The mundane, it's always going to be the same, nothing ever changes, oh, it's ridiculous, what shall we do, what's the course of action, how can we change the world? No, we go right into Wonderland, and we take the Wonderland to Earth. Okay, we here at the Gnostic Takeover, we want to leave the mundane behind and rediscover ourselves. Rediscover the adventure in life once again. And I'm just so grateful to have you here, because you're the last ones left. This is where it starts. And as was also one of my pictures that I had, one of the slides that I had, is I want to build authentic relationships also with the launch of the Gnostic Takeover University and changing everything here, because that's what I've not had up to now. I don't really know the community. There's certain people that I have gotten in touch with lately, just lately, and that's what I want to have more. I want to get to know you and not hide behind the screen and keep watching what Steve's doing. No, this is as much about me as it is about everyone else. This is the new model of the new paradigm, the new model for teacher-student relationship. Okay, I'm not just the teacher. I love to teach. I teach naturally. That's why I'm at no school or at no university, and I'm doing my own thing and founding my own university, because it's not out there yet. So I just create it, and I want to take people with me. I want to take you with me. I want to have us inspiring each other. And that's what it's all about, okay? To leave the mundane normal of no, we leave it behind. And what we're doing here, okay, I'm just putting it to the point. We're taking down the control system of the Dark Occult. That's what we're doing. The Dark Occult, this control system has only been in place because they have hidden certain types of information. Exclusive information that were only exclusive to the secret society network, right up into the 33rd degree of Freemasonry and further upward into the lodges, the entire structure of secret societies. They have hidden this knowledge that the Gnostic Takeover is exposing at the Gnostic Takeover University and welcomes everyone back to Wonderland. We learn about natural law, the principles behind it, the principle of mentalism, how we can attune our mental state and have a positive attitude even if we face adversary. It's all about mentalism. What is my mental attitude? And these are the basic things that have been hidden from us. They have poisoned our minds on all different news, information and media channels. The mainstream media as well as the alternative media. Okay? No matter what is happening in the world right now. I was just on learning about Twitter today as I set up my account, and I saw a video posted where people are stopped in the middle of the streets in Oxford and being checked by some jackasses, some greenies, green fascists, to show them their papers, and they want to fine them for driving the car. The insanity of it. You see, that right there is the mundane. Oh, look, it's getting worse. Oh. First we had the COVID, and now we've got the green agenda, and it's getting worse and worse. No, not for the Gnostic Takeover. It's not getting worse. Reality is very different than what we think it is. And that's why I don't need to watch any of these videos and waste my time on it, because I'm working on my material. The material, the information that makes all the difference in changing perception, changing our behavior, changing the thoughts we're thinking, changing everything, transforming reality. And what's happening in Paris right now, and it's kicking off. It was kicking off 1 year ago, wasn't it, with the truckers in Canada? It's the same distraction that's happening now in Paris. Who do you think controls these demonstrations? I can tell you. I was right in the middle of the demonstration movement here in Austria, and they're all controlled opposition. All of them. As soon as you are for real, like I am, they try to get you arrested. But they couldn't do that with me, because I reflect and I know my stuff. and because I am the danger, which is the reason why they wanted to take me out, but they couldn't. This is what we're doing here. This is what's happening, taking down the control system of the Dark Occult. And it's about psychology there. Becoming master of mental forces. That's an expression of the Hermetic tradition. And we need to know about our psychology. You know about the Milgram experiment. You know about how they know our psychology. They know how we tick. And just as much as it can be used against us, we can use it against them. And it's the question I'm asking. Have you seen enough? Have you had enough? Or do you want to continue watching the roadshow? It's a theater. It's a theater. It's insanity. Okay, green fascists stopping people driving cars, wanting to see their papers in freaking Oxford. And it's this same program, this same way of thinking, the totalitarian mindset that manifests also in the protests in Paris. Like, I love the French. I was in France 3 years ago. Was it 2 years? No, 3 years ago. I loved it. It's amazing culture. It's beautiful. And I also love the French for standing up against their government. But this is not a way of taking back your country. No, it's a perfect way of imposing the totalitarian regime. You just have to go back into history and see what happened after the French Revolution. You had the worst terror regime after the French Revolution, after they chopped up the head of Louis XVI. You had a blood revolution, and the revolution ate its kids, which it always does, because you cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness to that which created it. And the Archons, the Archon vampire empire, because this is also something that I will talk more about. This control system is run by vampires, energy vampires. And David Icke distracted from that fact by talking about reptilians. No, they're energy vampires. That's more specific. That's what describes them in much better terms. It's a theater. And they gave us their mind, according to the work of Carlos Castaneda. They gave us their mind. And the rebellion mindset that you can see in Paris right now, it just leads to chaos. This is the mindset that the vampires gave mankind, that the only way out of this conundrum is to go protesting. No, that's perfect for them, because that lays the foundation for them to impose further totalitarian control over society. Problem, reaction, solution. People start rioting. There you've got the disorder, you've got the chaos, and then you can have more control. Have you had enough of this theater? Do you want out? Well, that's why we are founding the Gnostic Takeover University. This is exactly the reason why we're doing it. Okay? And I've also heard someone in the comments wrote about, because I've got a price on the Gnostic Takeover University, that the money system has won once again. No, it hasn't. And first of all, this isn't a money system. That's what the alternative media that is also controlled by this vampire empire, because they want people butting heads against each other. That's what they want. They always create Hegelian dialectic. They control the thesis, they control the antithesis. They control the mainstream media. They control many voices in the alternative media. That's why I got kicked out from there, because, you know, I don't bow down to anyone. I speak the truth the way I see it, and I don't let anyone infringe upon my free thought. And I am, as I often said, I'm a whistleblower of the alternative media. They kicked me the fuck out. I even thought of contacting. I even contacted one former contact of mine who's very much involved in the alternative media, and I came to the conclusion that I don't go back into the past anymore. I thought of maybe setting up an interview with one of the people that I used to know from the alternative media, and I have to just forget it. You know, I can't go back anymore. This is also circus, as the same as the mainstream media, the alternative media also. And for anyone who doesn't want to hear that, well, I've made that experience, and you can believe whatever you want to believe. Continue listening to the people you want to listen to. And if people want to continue just consuming the news and what's happening in the world, well, then you will always get the negative feedback loop that the world is drifting into chaos. And it's getting worse, and they're implementing the digital agenda. This is all mind control. That's why we are doing something different. And you know, I only put out this price for the Mentalist Channel of the Gnostic Takeover University. It's $13.69. You've got the 369 in there. This knowledge, you know how much it is worth. You know how much work I actually going to put into this university. I will sit hours after hours for just one single episode, because I'm going to do my absolute best. You're going to see something that you've never seen before. It's going to be so freaking awesome. I've got knowledge that I have not even been close to dropping here on the main channel. Not even close. Why? Because the medicine, the plant medicine, ayahuasca and datura, that the Gnostic Takeover is in alliance with, through the medicinal work that I've been doing. Because when you have the intention of taking back the earth, you stand no chances when you do not connect with the intelligence of the plant kingdom. The intelligence that informs the Amazon rainforest and every single other rainforest and forest on earth. That intelligence you need to be in alliance with, otherwise you get crushed by the elements. I have not, what you've seen here on the public channel is 1%. 1% of 99% that I've still got stored. And the medicine is holding back for me to find my own self-valuation. The self-value that I give to myself. And I give this information for a price that people can actually afford it, and that I can just have a general, the most basic needs in life taken care of. You think this is my home that I'm living in right now? I can't afford a home. I don't even have my website running because I can't afford 130 euros right now. That's the reality of the situation. Am I ashamed of that? No freaking way. I'm proud at the changes I'm making because they are taking me to the next level. And there's so much information that I've got to share with everyone that I also don't have any quarrels charging money on this. Just to be absolutely clear. Because if people can't find $13 to support the Gnostic Takeover that has the template to take back the earth, then I'm sorry. There'll still be information put on here on the public channel when the Gnostic Takeover University is running. There'll still be content that I'll upload. But you see, the information compartmentalizes. When my needs are taken care of, and when I can actually just go shopping normally for the work that I do and not worry like I've been doing the last few months, I'm the first one to give all this information for free. I've been doing this for the last 3 years, and this model, this idealism, has nearly killed me, because the medicine taught me that I have to recognize the situation how it is right now, the reality how it is right now, that we have still got money, and we maneuver ourselves out of this slavery system through the efficient and powerful use of money. But this is a whole nother topic of discussion that I will get into in a later video, because that goes hand in hand with another big vision that we have here. So, the Gnostic Takeover University, we have got the template to take back the earth. We just need to unpack it. Okay, and that takes time. And to unpack it and put it into amazing material form, we need to be supported. It's as simple as. And the Mentalist Channel. Okay, just a few more things on that. So basically, it's about psychology, becoming the master of mental forces. This is what the Mentalist Channel is going to be all about. Psychology. Knowing the self. And that comes through knowing your environment. Waking up from the construct. And I can guarantee to you that this force, the enemies of life, they have engineered many of the narratives within the alternative media to create what I term a false awakening, where people think that just because they know that the world is run by criminals and how the Soviet scheme is a scam, that they know what's going on. That the world is run by secret societies and Satanists, that they know what's going on and that they are quote unquote awake. No, this is one level of the multi-dimensional chessboard. It goes far deeper than that. Far deeper. And the engineering of the alternative media is designed to keep people stuck at a certain level where the control system still stays in place. What the Gnostic Takeover does is make people aware of the level that they want to keep people stuck in and go deeper and have a full-blown awakening. That's what we're going to do on the Mentalist Channel. We're going to be talking about the matrix there also. You see, things have changed ever since I have done the live stream 3 days ago. Things have changed for me also in my outlook on this. So I've got news that there won't be that much material and information about the law, meaning the notice of liability process and law. It just does not have space in the Mentalist Channel. I've got so much information about the matrix, the natural matrix and the artificial matrix, the construct. The control system is the artificial matrix, and how it works psychologically, how we are kept in the trap, in the rat race, in the hamster's wheel of the construct of this control system. That's what's going to be featured on the Mentalist Channel. And there's just so much material there. And really finding out how the world works through mental processes, and how we can open up gates in our psyche to be able to decode a new movie. Okay, the Mentalist Channel is also about the law of manifestation, to anchor a new intention for your life, a new self-image of yourself. That's what we're going to do on the Mentalist Channel. So you can transcend out of the mundane. Get out of the bubble where most people are locked in. And they don't want to get out. You see, they don't want to change. I know many of the people who inform themselves through alternative media voices and sources. They don't want to change ultimately. They don't want to change. They want to entertain themselves with information. But that doesn't lead us to freedom. It just does not lead us to freedom. And that's everything that will be covered on this channel. This is for $13.69 per month to support us in unpacking all of this information material. I'm talking information material that fills up a whole library. It's like you're accessing a whole cloud of information, and you're not talking 1 terabyte, it's 100,000 terabytes or whatever. It's just a whole different world of perception. What we have unlocked with the plant medicine, forces of ultimate power that the devil and these Satanists are scared of. That force that is the true power in our world, not Satan, not these Satanists, but forces of ultimate power. They have given us this information, and we have the responsibility to share this information, the template to take back the earth, with everyone. So that's the Mentalist Channel. And for $33, there is the Visionary Channel. Okay? The visionary being someone who can see before others can see it. And what I've got there up to now is going to be that on top of the Mentalist Channel, that obviously for $33 a month, everyone also has everyone who's in the Visionary Channel also has access to the material of the Mentalist Channel. But in that course also I'll be doing once a month a grand presentation about the big picture, how it all fits together, the micro and the macrocosm, how these institutions and the structure of the world and how it's being run, how it relates to everything that I teach in the Mentalist Channel. And on top of that, I've got something new also in the Visionary Channel. So as I've said, once a month there'll be a 1-hour presentation where I'll go fully into dot connecting the world and how it's run, how it's structured. Whereas in comparison to that, the Mentalist Channel is more about the microcosm, how the matrix works on our mind, and how we tune into realities, and how we, with the intention that we set and the new self-image that we create for ourselves, how we transform our reality through that. Whereas the Visionary Channel also takes us from the microcosm into the macrocosm and connects the dots on how the whole world system is set up. And you see this is also what links up into law. So this is what I've got. This is the new information that I'm sharing here on the Visionary channel. Is we'll be speaking about the law. I am the law. This has come to my attention that it doesn't fit into the Mentalist channel, so I'm putting it into the Visionary channel for $33 a month. You'll also have access to a course we're structuring, a second course, where we put all the information about the law that we found out in there. And this is information alchemy that I'm doing also on all the information I've come across on law, including the law for mankind, because I've found out that, and this is also the reason why I am not promoting the law of mankind anymore, because I only promote things and stand behind things when I truly can stand behind it. I can't do it anymore with the law for mankind. I can see it's valuable information, okay, there's very good information in there, but again, they're leading people into the wrong direction. It's too focused on people creating and projecting themselves into a court setting, when this is not how natural law works. When you work with the principles of natural law, you will never see the inside of a courthouse. Okay? And this is what I'm going to present, because they try to take me out. Okay? I'm not just this guy who shares all this information here. They try to take me out. You know who Errol Kaya was? A Satanist trying to take me out. Why do you think there's so many people that leave the Gnostic Takeover here? Because they just can't take it. Yeah. There's agents of this control system here on Earth, and there's agents for the Earth that are here on Earth, and I'm an agent of the Earth. I like to call myself the diplomat of the Earth, because I study the Hermetic principles, natural law, and the psychology behind it to unhack people from the artificial grid, the construct, the control system, the artificial matrix. And they really tried to take me out. Last year, they wanted to arrest me. Who knows where I would have ended up. It's the reality. I needed 1 year to, and I'm really at a place now where I can really see the healing effects after 1 year. And you see, when you have a trauma like this, when they're just about to lock you away in a cage, that's the barrel that I was looking down into, looking into the abyss. That level of trauma, I needed a year to get on top of that, and I'm fully charged now. I'm fully confident. No police can get to me, no Archon can get to me. I've got the whole thing figured out, how they manipulate reality, all of that, which is the reason why the Pope says that Gnosticism is very dangerous. Go look that up. Why do you think it's dangerous? I've got the slide here. Because Gnostics take down the control system of the Dark Occult. Exactly. So they tried to take me out, and with the information that I have on psychology, the matrix, the nature of reality, and the law, and the notice of liability process, they couldn't do it. And this is the information that I'm sharing in the Visionary channel. I am the law. No one tells me what the law is. I set the law. And law is not something I can find in the outside. I can only set it and discover it inside myself. Okay? And you see, it's very important for me to also mention that your support matters. Matters big time. You're a part of this. And I was going nowhere with just uploading the videos here in the public channel. It had to go deeper, and this is what's happening right now with 2 courses that are launching now: the Mentalist Channel and the Visionary Channel. The Visionary Channel having everything that is also on the Mentalist Channel, plus the law material, next level information on the law, and the law simplified. This is what I do really well. I deconstruct, demystify complex information to put it into context in a simple, in the simplicity that it truly is, so everyone can know what it is. And your support matters big time. And when people take the tier that I've got on Patreon, okay, underneath in the description you find the Patreon page where I've set up the course on. You'll find the different tiers, and I strongly suggest that everyone who can support, go and take the Visionary Channel, because not only are you getting the law material, but you're making a big difference for us to be able to do our work properly. Okay? And I'm going to get into why it's so important. So your support matters everything. I'm even right now putting 300 euros in to buy a new camera. The video material is going to go up. I had to invest. This is what I'm doing. It's the time now. It's exciting, and everyone who's still here can join in and leave the old paradigm behind. We are the change. We're the power. We can transform. And we can interact with each other and learn from each other. Your support matters so much. And what I also talked about was that there is no crisis coming. There is no crisis coming. When we take full responsibility over what's happening here on Earth, then there is no crisis coming. And that leads into a far deeper talk that is going to be for another day, because already, you see, I've been trying to keep this succinct and do shorter videos, but you see, I'm still learning, and this is for another day. But there is no crisis coming when we take full responsibility, and this goes hand in hand with that your support matters. We're taking next level action. You see, on the journey that we're on, me and Liz, we're going to do a press conference very soon, but we can't do a press conference and send a notice of liability to the main people in politics here in Austria. They stole Liz's child. They're all privately liable for it, you know? This is a real big issue, and we're taking them to the cleaners with it. We'll do a press conference in the middle of Vienna, writing a notice of liability to the Prime Minister here in Austria, holding all these people liable so Liz gets her child back. You know, we have to do this because it's this pedo-satanic cult that took Liz's child in the first place. Don't worry, Liz is with her sister now. Not Liz, excuse me, Leonie is with Liz's sister now. However, Liz has no opportunity, no chance to even have contact with her child. This is how big this situation is here in Austria, and it has major ramifications all across the world. So that's how your support matters, because when we have support, and my first goal on Patreon, when you go on the Patreon page and just take a look at it, you don't have to subscribe, just take a look underneath in the description. I wrote a really nice text in the about section, and I've set a goal also. I want $777 per month. That's my first goal that I'm setting. And when we've got the money together, then we can do powerful action like a press conference. in German and in English. We'll invite all the media there also, and we just take action. Doesn't matter if they show up or not. For anyone who's straight away negative, oh, they won't show up, and well, I'm just going to do the action. They're liable anyway. The action is powerful anyway. It can't be dependent on the media showing up or not, because that wouldn't be sovereignty. I wouldn't be sovereign if it were up to them. So then we can do next level action, and access to the Gnostic Takeover University starts at $13.69 per month. As I said, I try to keep this as low as possible. Every week there will be a 1-hour presentation for the Mentalist Channel. The Mentalist Channel, that I can get it out properly. A 1-hour presentation per week on the Mentalist Channel, and also the Visionary Channel that will contain all the material on the law. And there's also a tier for $3.69. There will also be a newsletter, a weekly newsletter on, what was it about again? Self-transformation. Everything that I have learned, what's important there, and yeah, to stay on track, because right now here in Austria, 30th of March, it's springtime, and the new year's just started, and we can get started, and we can build the momentum, and you will be amazed how much can be done in 1 year. And when you've got a powerful community that backs you up, which is what I'm trying to set up here, because I didn't get to know any one of you here listening. I don't know anyone yet. I want to get to know you. Okay? And with that strong foundation, we can really, really make a massive difference. So that's what it's about. I really wish that you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you next time. For anyone who's watching for the first time, click subscribe button and you'll be informed here. So yeah, we're moving forward powerfully. Thank you for tuning in once again. Take very good care. Till next time. Bye bye.